Welcome to MMAYHEM TV. Right, the big news of this week. Light heavyweight champion Jon Bones Jones came in for a huge amount of criticism after his refusal to fight Chael Sonnen, albeit at short notice, just ahead of UFC 151 in August. Now, this led fight fans, of course, to think that Jon Jones was selfish and arrogant. He put himself above the whole sport, having an entire event cancelled. Well, all of a sudden, it seems that Jon Bones Jones is open to the idea of fighting Chael Sonnen. All of a sudden, Jon Bones Jones, he wants to please the fans. So, here's the thing. Dana White this week announces that Jon Jones will fight Chael Sonnen for the Light Heavyweight Championship of the World, April 27th. So, a couple of issues that come out of this for mine. Does Chael Sonnen even deserve a shot at the Light Heavyweight Championship? And arguably the greatest mixed martial artist in the world right now in Jon Jones. Well, if you look at the stats, if you look at the paper, if you look at the records, the answer clearly is no. This bloke hasn't even fought at light heavyweight for years, and he lost his last fight at middleweight. But the real world and common sense will say that anyone who suggests that Chael Sonnen doesn't deserve a shot at the title is an idiot. No one else has got the balls to fight Jon Jones at the moment. No one else has got the tools. There are no legitimate contenders. Chael Sonnen keeps putting his hand up saying, yes, I'm the man. Dana, I'm here. Let me fight Jon Jones. So yes, Chael Sonnen definitely deserves a shot at the title. However, if he gets his ass whipped by Jon Jones on April 27th, this will be a disaster for the UFC. Let us know what you think. This week's viewer question, does Chael Sonnen deserve a shot at the Light Heavyweight Championship at the UFC?
Move of the Week.
As always, I'm joined by one of Australia's very best, Professor Jason Robig from Axis Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu Studios on the Gold Coast. And today, Jason's going to demonstrate the Americana.
Oh yeah? Let's go.
So, commonly, we're down in this position. I've got this side control position. And sometimes the guy will put this arm underneath my throat to try and bump himself away and put me back inside the guard here. Okay? So, to answer that, he goes like this. We go out. As soon as the guy starts to put, I anticipate this hand coming inside. Okay? So, I lock my arm to him, bring this hand inside his arm, using the leverage of my body to lock his arm inside. My elbow goes against his head here. Wrists turn up nice and high to create the leverage and the lock. There he goes for the tap. How'd that feel?
Fantastic. Anthony Perosh is one of Australia's greatest ever mixed martial artists. Anthony, welcome to MMAYHEM TV. Let me take you back to UFC 110 a couple of years ago in your hometown of Sydney. A couple of days before the event, you get a call from the UFC saying, Anthony, we need you to step in to fight one of the greatest mixed martial artists of all time, Mirko Cro Cop. Was this a difficult decision for you?
It wasn't that hard at all. Like, it took me 5 minutes just to wait up. All those things you said. You know, Mirko's a legend in MMA. He's a great Croatian ambassador. You know, I've got Croatian parents, and I looked up to him as a fighter as well. But then on the other hand, how am I going to turn down fighting in the first UFC event in Australia on the main card against one of the top guys in the world in front of my home crowd, in front of 18,000? How could you turn that down?
Your record in the UFC over the last 18 months has been pretty good, but your last outing against Ryan Jimmo, it was a disaster. Looking back,
I just don't think when the bell rang, I think I was waiting for a second bell to ring to start the match, because when the bell rang, I wasn't ready to fight.
So Anthony, who is your favourite mixed martial artist?
GSP. He's probably the only MMA fighter who can truly do it all. You know, I look up to him.
And who do you consider to be the greatest mixed martial artist of all time?
I think greatest of all time, I don't think you can get past Anderson Silva. He's just the man at the moment.
Anthony Perosh, and if there's a fighter you'd like to see on MMAYHEM TV, let us know and I'll hunt them down. Right, here's this week's question for you. Does Chael Sonnen deserve a shot at the light heavyweight title and Jon Jones on April 27? Leave us your comments, hit us up on Facebook and Twitter. and we'll feature opinions on next week's edition of MMAYHEM TV. I'm Christian. Thanks for watching.